Right, a lot of frustration out there, and it's led to an overload of the system. When they opened it up to everybody 65 and older, well, that's 1.5 million people all trying to get on one website.
The Phase Finder has gone down, and the Department of Health website has gone down.
Not the way you want to start getting more COVID vaccine shots into people's arms. The website, findyourphasewa.org, is being inundated by people to find out if they're eligible and find out where to go. Frustration is growing.
And it's just a matter of volume right now. And if we can spread that out a little bit, take a deep breath. I know it's frustrating. Try again on Phase Finder, on our website, or your healthcare providers.
Okay, I'm going to try to find my phase here. I went to the website and it didn't crash. Says, thank you, Keith, you are eligible. Now, here's the important part, is you need to go down to this line here, click on it. It gives you a list of counties and then a list of locations. I tried Albertsons in Pierce County first. It says no available slots for this month. Not this month or next month. Next, I tried St. Elizabeth's and St. Joseph's hospitals. I've been on the search now for over 13 minutes, and it says, sorry, we couldn't find any open appointments.
We're having a bumpy start here, but these are things that we can fix and have the IT systems working just fine as we move forward.
Everything like this that is of this scale, scope, and size is going to have stumbling, but we're moving forward. We're getting vaccine out there, and so I'm super excited about where we're at and where we're going.
Preston, not everybody can benefit from this because you need a building that promotes cross-ventilation naturally. The idea is to recreate the airflow you get outdoors, indoors. People who savor the Southwest cuisine at Cactus South Lake Union can now enjoy the ambience of dining indoors as well.
This restaurant is really great for it because we have some open doors, and then we also have a series of windows and a double door down the other end.
A new rule change allows restaurants to seat customers inside, so long as they have enough open windows and roll-up or bay doors to keep the air circulating.
We're checking this every 15 minutes and we're logging it.
Restaurants also have to install CO2 monitors and consistently keep the levels below 450 parts per million.
It shouldn't be so tough. We're just trying to open up our doors.
Nick Crandall relies on 5 big garage door windows to recreate that open-air dining experience inside at Railroad Pub and Pizza in Burlington. Crandall says he's grateful for loyal customers and any loosening of the rules, but things can get pretty cold and drafty this time of year.
We didn't open up a business to go and just focus on outside dining when it's, 40 degrees and raining.
The guidelines are clear that entrance and exit doors alone are not enough. The airflow must also be natural and not driven by an HVAC system. If those conditions are met, indoor and outdoor dining can be on the menu.
And so people really have the choice of whatever is the most comfortable for them.
Yeah, Mary, Councilwoman Sawant told me these threats cannot be taken lightly, especially given this intense political climate and emboldened extremists.
I think this is a really important example of how the far right is infuriated against social movements.
Councilmember Kashama Sawant doesn't think it's a coincidence this threatening email landed in her official inbox just 2 days before Inauguration Day. It says, the time is here and you will not have a place after tomorrow, Councilwoman. Announce your resignation now or else. In another email from December 17, 2020, the sender says, if you need help leaving, try jumping head first off the top floor of your building. I'll even come push you. Sawant says they're from a series of ominous emails from a Seattle Fire Department employee email account starting last December. The Seattle Fire Department says an internal investigation is in the works, saying we immediately alerted SPD as the city takes all threats very seriously.
These threats, while they are on the face of it directed against me as an individual elected representative, they are really a threat against an entire movement, against the Black Lives Matter movement, and therefore it is so crucial that we take this seriously.
Some have questioned Councilmember Sawant's own tactics after she and her staff used a key card to let hundreds of protesters into City Hall when it was closed for COVID last June. Mayor Jenny Durkin has also accused the councilmember of threatening her safety when she led hundreds of demonstrators to the mayor's house the same summer. Sawant says in light of the deadly attack on our U.S. Capitol, she wants urgent action.
It is real dangerous and disturbing for anybody to draw this false equivalence between right-wing violence on the one hand and peaceful protests by ordinary people.
The bottom line is we need more vaccines.
And for Snohomish County Executive Dave Summers, those are arriving slowly and in short supply.
Last week, we were given an allocation of only 2,300 doses by the state.
After complaining, he says they were only able to get 1,000 more. At their drive-through sites, Summers says they could administer up to 50,000 vaccines a week.
I am frustrated and find it frustrating that we're having to fight for extra doses each week.
It's a tough fight when you're not the only county with this issue. In places like Whatcom County, their health department says they receive anywhere between 300 to 5,000 doses a week. And now that we're in phase 1B1, they have nearly 42,000 more people eligible for a shot.
This is a lot of people, and we don't have the supply of vaccine to get everybody all at once.
Lauren Jenks is the Assistant Secretary of Health for the state and says the slow and unpredictable federal deliveries have contributed to these small distributions. As a state, Jenks says we get 100,000 doses a week, while more than 1 million people are now eligible to get vaccinated.
The whole public health system is certainly preparing to have more vaccine than we have at this particular moment.
Which is partly why in King County, Dr. Jeff Duchin says they're still working through phase 1A after receiving a total of 200,000 doses since the initial vaccine delivery.
There is light at the end of the tunnel. These vaccines represent that, but the tunnel has gotten longer and we're still in it.
In Seattle, Nick Popham, KOMO News.
Hey everybody, I'm Eric Johnson from KOMO News. Thanks for checking out the KOMO YouTube channel. You can see more of our videos right here by clicking on the video links for more news from the Seattle area and all of Western Washington. And don't forget to click the subscribe button below so you don't miss our YouTube updates.